In Zambia, many young girls face the challenges of motherhood while still in their teenage years. Teenage pregnancy, which refers to pregnancies in girls under the age of 20, is a significant issue with serious consequences. Both adolescent mothers and their newborns are at a heightened risk of health complications. Teenage pregnancy is a global concern, particularly in low and middle-income countries, where millions of underage girls give birth every year. In Zambia, the problem is particularly acute in rural areas like Macha, where cultural norms, limited access to education, and poverty contribute to the issue. While the government has made progress, such as outlawing child marriage in 2022, teenage pregnancy rates remain alarmingly high. Despite efforts to reduce the numbers, nearly 1 in 3 teenage girls in Zambia still becomes pregnant. This highlights the urgent need for action to help young girls build brighter futures. Through this documentary, we explore the lives of these young mothers in Macha, shedding light on their struggles, resilience, and hopes for a better tomorrow. Nestled in the heart of the southern province lies Macha, a small, rural town where life revolves around the community and tradition. It is surrounded by outstretched bushland and filled with traditional huts. Macha is home to the Macha Resource Trust, which has done groundbreaking research on malaria. The Macha Mission Hospital provides care to the inhabitants of Macha and its surrounding areas. Yet beyond these achievements, the people of Macha face social and cultural challenges that deeply impact their lives. Through their stories, we gain an insight into their lives and their view on teenage pregnancies.
Good morning, I'm Dr. Mlangi. I'm the responsible for maternity ward. So the risk factors actually associated or complication associated with the teenage pregnancy, most of them, they are unable to deliver vaginally. So they undergo C-section, whether it's elective or emergencies. As usual, operation as a complication associated related to anesthesia, to the technique the surgeon is using, and so on. To babies, we don't have most complication, but after birth, most of the babies are coming back with malnutrition because those women, they are not working. The fathers, the owner of those babies, they don't support them. Parent to the women, they are very poor. So babies are not really feeding properly, so they do come back here with malnutrition, and this is my small experience which I've seen. So one of the factors, the most factors is poverty. Women, the parent, they don't have money, and the women, they are not schooling, so they want at least to have food, they want to have a lotion, and they can only get it from boyfriend. One of the factors, they are not using protections, they just sleep with different guys, because most of the girls who are coming here, if you ask them, they're not married, sometimes they don't know even the boyfriend, and so there are two factors, poverty and not using really protection, and they don't want to use family planning.
The Mother Shelter in Macha, Zambia, is a facility where pregnant women, especially those from rural areas, can receive the essential care and support they need for a safe delivery. Located near Macha Mission Hospital, the shelter serves as a place for expectant mothers to stay as they approach their due dates, particularly those facing high-risk pregnancies or lacking access to adequate health care in their communities. At the shelter, women receive medical monitoring, basic health care, and guidance from trained staff, ensuring they are well prepared for childbirth and reducing the risk of complications for both mother and baby. The Mother Shelter plays a crucial role in ensuring safer childbirth by encouraging and supporting hospital births. This helps reduce the risk associated with complications during delivery, especially in emergencies. For many women living in remote areas, where medical help during labor is often far away, the shelter makes a huge difference by overcoming the challenge of long travel times.
My name is Florence Milimo. I'm the in charge for Mother Shelter. We don't feel okay when we have a lot of young ones to get pregnant in the community. So like this time we have a program whereby many of the community mentor mother and smarts, they are called smarts. They go around to teach the young ones. It's in the schools, in the community. The challenges, sometimes you find you feel like she's too young, like 18 years and 14 years. Sometimes you find that she's shy to meet with others because she's just too young. Maybe she'll try to hide or maybe to stay away from others. But here, what we do, we counsel, because I'm also a counselor. The nurse is also a counselor, so we counsel her. We counsel the parent who is at fire, and then we counsel the client, so that she is not feeling bad when she's here. So sometimes we have few challenges, but at least we overlook at them, those challenges, yes.
Dayo tuandisha utawahaliwa. Baka honyima. Wala wana chindamita ndewa nyima. Dagali biye. Kawanyime dena.
My name is Esther Kim. I'm 17 years old. I'm from Kapanzi. I go to hospital to test. I'm too bad.
In Matcha, there are different initiatives coming up with the aim to educate both women and men about topics like teenage pregnancy, hygiene, family planning, and more. Melody is the program director, Matcha Sports and Learning Project. She also helps and talks with girls in the community. In 2021, they started with Giving Girls Club in different schools and at the center.
Girls Club started in 2021. So I've been working with girls. I've been like having time with girls in the community, in schools, and here at the center. We've been teaching them about hygiene and how they need to protect themselves and how they need to value themselves. So we've been doing that for so many years now. And about Boys Club, we just started recently, and we also teach the same things, though on their side it's a bit different because we teach them about how to value women and how they also need to take care of themselves.
Boyd Malala is part of the team from the Family Services Program. He brings attention to the issue of teenage pregnancy through theatrical performances held at the hospital. The first scene emphasizes the dangers of early pregnancy, highlighting the physical risks young girls face, such as the likelihood of needing C-sections and the impact on their education, often leading to school dropout. The second scene depicts an older man who impregnates a young girl but denies responsibility, resulting in his arrest due to the age difference. Finally, the third scene addresses sexually transmitted infections, particularly syphilis, and illustrates how the hospital provides treatment for those affected.
My name is Boyd Mulala, and I'm the drama director for the entire team. We are trying our best to teach these guys, and the most important thing is to teach them every now and then, is to preach the gospel of the dangers that are there. So actually we are trying our best as a team, and we want to stop. So we want our group to grow So that as we go on teaching, we're also doing entrepreneurship. So I think it can help the community. So
It becomes clear that the journey to motherhood is fraught with challenges. Despite the challenges the young mothers face, there is hope for a bright future.
Yeah, for the future regarding teenage pregnancies, we just a pledge to government to try to strengthen measures, to fight really poverty, to allow free schooling. Probably a lot of girls, they will go into school and they will learn. With that, probably we can reduce the number of teenage pregnancies.
The hopes for the future is to have people on board helping the girls on some food stuff or feeding program, because a lot of girls, they are starving in the villages, and most of them, they find themselves in a lot of bad things because they don't have like food at their homes, and at the end of the day they find themselves like having boyfriends, getting pregnancies, because those boys, they help them to buy things. On the boys side, we pray that one day we also have like a lot of people from the community to also help us to come on board, and they can also be involved in teaching them on how to become a man and how to also help the girls to grow.
So I think in the future, what we are planning is to make sure that all these early pregnancies should stop, should end. We don't want to see a person who is below age, who is 14, 15 to get pregnant. No. We want everyone to finish school, to go to start doctors, teachers. That's what we want.
For the young women of Masha, the road to motherhood is full of challenges, but there is hope. Through community support, educational programs, and medical care, these girls find resilience and courage to change their future. With community support and educational opportunities, they envision a world where teenage pregnancies decrease, allowing girls to pursue their dreams.